What's up, Jazzy Squad? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today I'm gonna be helping you guys do some starter kits. All right, so just want to teach you guys the easiest way, the most possible way to play the game. If you guys have not already, please hit that subscribe button and please like this video and let me know what other type of videos you want me to watch me play. If y'all want to see some collaborations with any of my homies or anything like that, please let me know and I'll be sure to deliver. So yeah, I'm just going to be showing you all, a couple of tricks and tips on some of these ghosts or whatnot. So we're just going to hop them in single mode. So the first thing is, when you first start this game, you're going to only have one map, which is going to be the Tanglewood Drive. And it's the smallest map, and it means a starter map. And when you start on the starter map, you're also going to have these different levels, but the first one that you will start with is amateur. So we're going to go ahead and click that, and I'm just going to show you all the different things that you have. And so I'm just going to use my regular ones just so you all can see exactly what I have. I gotta buy some more flashlights. Cause y'all been playing the heck out of this game. So as you guys can see, I don't have anything. Doggone. Well, actually, no, I'm gonna sell that. Well, no. I'm just gonna keep the regular, because like I said, I want to really show you all. Alright, so let's go ahead and start here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this part right here kind of confused me because I didn't really know how to do it at first, but now you guys are just seeing. So yeah, so the narrative of this game, if you guys already do not know, is that you are a paranormal investigator and you're trying to figure out what entity you are going against, what entity it is. That is your main objective, and you have these different items that you guys can purchase. I don't know why it's not, I guess I didn't get a video camera. But yeah, and it's up to 4 players. You can play up to 4 players, or you can play by yourself, or you can play multiplayer. So yeah, so alright, so when you hit in the game, when you get in the game, you're in this little truck thing, and you're gonna hear this little guy come over the phone. Now listen to what he says. Sometimes he is talking, not sometimes. He gives you a little preview, I guess, a little report about the house you're going into. He may mention if you have it may be a cursed item, or it may be aggressive entity. It may be shy. He will bring up certain things that can give you a little starter, a little report before going into the house. Okay, so he said there's a cursed item, and the cursed items are different items. You have Ouija boards, you have tarot cards, you have these what you call it, the little voodoo pin dolls or whatever. So you do have different items. Sometimes you may have a summoning spirit, which usually means Ouija board, tarot cards, something that summons the entity. And then when you click on your little pad or whatever you're playing on, I'm playing on PlayStation. Lord have mercy. I'm playing on PlayStation. And so you're going to click on your little pad, and it's going to show you all these. The main things that you will be looking at is your evidence and your ghosts. Now your photos, you will look at those simply if you take a picture and you need to delete something out or whatever like that, or you want to see if something took, that's where you'll go to. This right here, not gonna lie, I don't ever pay attention to it, but it is good to pay attention to it, especially like if you're like trying to call out the person's name, because when you call out the person's name, because the ghosts and stuff, they actually can't hear you depending on whatever. But yeah, and these right here are pretty good. They just help you, you know. Yeah, like, so it's the Ouija board, it's a mirror, it's a voodoo doll. So yeah, it's just a lot of different stuff, music box, blah blah blah. But like I said, that knowing all of that is okay to a certain extent. I usually don't care about it. You also can find random bones around the house. They're not in the same spot every time. They're in different locations. So watch for that. I've never realized that. So I would say the first best thing to grab, I would say, would be the EMF. EMF says the best. It's like a little radar thing, and whenever the ghost or whatever it is near you, this little radar, the little hand will go up. Now, if it goes all the way up to a 5 without hunting or doing a ghost event, then it is EMF 5. EMF 5, depending on whatever level this thing is, it's pretty much telling you how dangerous the entity is. So if it's EMF 5, that's the highest thing can go to, and you have to hit that. So whatever it is, now this is a question that I had my friends when I first started playing with them. So when you hit the X means that's what it is. If it's crossed out like that, then that's not what it is. When I first played, it was like 2 of them, or it was 3 of them. I cannot remember what the third one was. It wasn't just this 2. That's why I had the question that I had. The next thing I would say you guys need to grab would be a crucifix. And that's just simply because of protection. Like I said, you don't know if it's aggressive or not unless he tells you, hey, this thing's pretty aggressive. It's known for violence or whatever like that. Then I would take it. The third thing I would grab would be a temperature or a flashlight, depending on how dark it is. Like I said, playing on amateur, as you can see, the lights usually always stay on. So yeah. So I'm just gonna open. Okay, is it? Alright, y'all. So it's in the hallway. So you see how it's going up like that? Alright. So the next thing that I will grab, definitely, camera, dots, UV. Always. I don't have my little camera stand, so when you get the video camera tripod, it's gonna be your best friend. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Ghost Riding real quick. Now, for y'all's information, you're not always going to start with these items. I want to say the starter items is like, I know flashlight. I think a flashlight. I would have to go back and look. I don't want to give you guys the wrong information, but I want to say it's the flashlight. I want to say it's maybe EMF 5 in a ghost spirit box, maybe. Like I said, I really don't want to give y'all the wrong information, but I think okay, that's in a pretty good spot. So after that, I'm just gonna grab the salt and These dots. The dots are very helpful. I would say UV. Out of everything, UV, dots. All right, so we have UV. See the little green thing right there? We have UV. So we really don't even have to put this down, but I'm putting it down anyway. I don't know why my dots are not on. But yeah, we have UV. As you can see, we have UV. So we have UV. And what else do we have? Alright, so we're gonna check this. We have ghostwriting. We have EMF 5. So is it a mailing? Alright, so you've seen how it went up to a 5 even though there's no ghost event. In a ghost event, you'll know if it's a ghost event. You'll like see a ghost walking towards you, or something you'll hear like real hard or something of that sense. And then now it will walk towards you if it's hunting too. I'm just gonna grab this real quick and then. Do we have a motion sensor? No, we don't. Okay. We're gonna worry about it then. So the only thing I'm gonna do, y'all, is that we have this thing we call a mimic. Any ghost can be a mimic. Any entity can be a mimic because a mimic is exactly what the name is. It will mimic multiple ghosts at the same time. And you'll think it's a mauling and it ends up being a mimic. So usually how we discern that is if, let's go here. If we have ghost box, UV, and freezing temps. Now, like I said, it mimics different ghosts, different whatevers. So with that being said, it may have all those, but usually, say if you have 3 evidences, right? And let's say we got these 3, and we end up getting dots too. Has to be a mimic, because if it's more than you know 3, because every single ghost only has 3 evidences. Now, can they have similarities? Yes. Like up here, and I'll teach y'all a little bit more, but like up here, right here, one of them may say, oh, like Banshee. Banshee is known to be the little single little ghost, little whore. So, but you also have a shade that I know definitely that also sings. So, I mean, you never just 100% know. But we're going to go ahead and hit that and go ahead and win this game.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Alright, y'all. I'm sorry. I had a little emergency, but I am back. Alright. So, now that I've kind of showed y'all the objective and how to get stuff done, I really want to go in. So, before I get started, these are the original items: dots, EMF, flashlight, ghost riding, spirit box, thermometer, UV, and camera. Those are the original. Each upgrade that you get is a literal, like, the dots look different, the flashlights looks different, like everything is different. Not only different, but I need to get this real quick. Let me go to the store. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. But like, if you get the upgraded like crucifix, you can use one twice. I think the most one you can use it 3 times. This one's only one, so if it burns one time, you gotta grab the other one. And as you can see, all this stuff looks different. All this stuff looks brand new. I love the EMF, like, I'm not EMF. I love the EMF like this too, but I love the little thermometer thing. I don't know why my tripods are not here, but we're gonna be Gucci at the end of the day. So I did not hear. Most of the time, if you're talking, you're not gonna hear. You're not gonna understand what the crap he's saying, especially if you're in the party with nuts like I am usually half the time. Love my homies. But yeah, so the best thing that you will want to grab is, like I said, the camera, the EMF, or the thermometer. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The thermometer, I like it better because majority of the doggone time, if it's cold breath somewhere, that's where the entity is. Um, and sometimes you see a little sink right here. Sometimes the sink will be on, or the shower will be on, or little things like that that indicates that's wherever the room is at, or the not room, but the entity is. All right, so we have a ghost orb. You see how the ghost orb, then you're gonna be able to tell if it's a ghost orb or not, and the ghost orb moves around like that. There's nothing really in here that I can kind of like just lay this camera on. I'm gonna have to see how that looks. But we're gonna go ahead and lay. Be careful laying like the stuff like on the bed or whatnot, because sometimes it's not, it may glitch into the bed or whatever like that. So as you can see, this is most likely not freezing temps because that is hot. So we have ghost orb. I think the electricity may be on. Because of that light. Right here being on. Electricity has to be on. Yeah. sometimes it will take the ghost or whatever to do the spirit box too. Like, it's not gonna instantly do it. Let me look at the camera and see. So sometimes you can see it through here. I'm trying to find a better spot for that camera. So yeah, sometimes like, so the UV does not have to always be on the salt or a light switch. It can be on a light. I mean, it can be on the door. Trying to see what door that was that I just touched. It could be on a lot of different things. Let's see. There's no UV on this. So it's coming over. Alright, so we're gonna look and see. It's a 4. So I'm gonna say no UV, and it's ghost writing. Was that dots? That was dots, y'all. Y'all saw them dots, didn't you? I want to say that was dots we just seen that was next to us. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna say that was dots that was next to us. They. So sometimes you'll have a camera, and not a video camera. You'll have like a photo camera, and so if you like get if you have the little photo camera thing, I'm gonna try to go to the next one so I can choose it. You'll take pictures. If you see dots, you'll take pictures of that. As long as the dots is still being seen, you can take a picture of that. You can take a picture of the bone. You take a picture of the ghost writing. You take a picture if it throws something, if it burns the crucifix. You can take a picture if it does some type of interaction like this, or like if you're on the campfire map. You can take a picture when it like turns on the stove or the little heater thing, or the sink, or the Just you can take pictures of just different interactions, and it will like you can take a picture of it, and it'll go right here. It does have different rates to it. You can get 1 star, 2 star, or 3 star. 3 star being the most. So yeah, I'm going to try since we know what it is. I don't care if I die. I'm gonna try to see if I can find. I'm not sure if it said anything about a cursed item or anything like that. Usually, you're not going to see a cursed item in the beginning because you're trying to learn different whatever. You'll probably see a bone. Cursed item, unless he says it. And sometimes y'all, you don't get any evidence at all. Okay, here goes the bone right here. So if you had if you have a camera, you'll take a picture of it. Camera, the more you do, the more you get more money. Also, now I'll show you when we get back to the truck, if I can find it, because I didn't look at it on the map. It's probably in the basement. Okay, here it is. So right here is the power box. Now, if you're on challenge mode, you don't get no damn lights. It'll just be in nightmare, it just be cut out. But that's a little power box. So if you're in the next level, sometimes the ghost will cut off the power, and you just have to, hit the whatever. But since we found the bone in this location, we got all this. We got all of the information itself. We're gonna go ahead and go. I want to look at the fees and temps real quick one more time. Okay. So I'll just put this back. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. Now, I got a few tips for you all for some of these ghosts.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs.
As you can see, when you do these little 3 challenges right here, if you don't do them, you don't get any money for it. As you can see, we gave 25 extra for finding the bones. But if we get those pictures, y'all, I'm telling you, everything counts. Now, let me guys drill you in with some of these ghosts. So, if you have a wraith, the wraith can never be tracked by footsteps. As you can see, wraiths almost never touch the ground, meaning it cannot be traced by footsteps. Wraiths are afraid of salt, and we actively avoid it. If you put your salt down, and say if you have dots, let's say if you have dots, because wraith, you have to have dots. It's the only way you'll be able to tell if it's a wraith or not, in a sense. So if you have dots down, say if you see dots, and if dots are basically, if the ghost walks through the dots, you'll see the outline of the ghost. Therefore, if you see that and it's obviously walking over the salt, which you're going to want to put wherever the salt is or the dots is, you want to put it within that range, the salt within that range. That way you'll be able to see. and you can kill two birds with one stone. If that salt is untouched and you clearly see this ghost walking over it, it's a wraith. It's a no-brainer. Even if you don't have dots in there. If the ghost writing is moving, because I don't think you need ghost writing, but if the spirit box is right near the salt and you hear the spirit box and the salt is not being touched, most likely it's a wraith. That's the simplest thing. Now, a Goryo. If you get a Goryo, this is the only ghost that I have encountered, the only ghost that they have mentioned. If you are in the truck and you are looking at the camera, Goryos, okay, let me say it this way. You're in the building, you're in the building, you found a location, you got your dots in the right spot. Everything's going on, but you're not getting dots. If you go to the truck or one of your friends are in the truck and they're like, hey, it's dots. And you're like, no, it's not. And they're like, no, I'm looking at it right now. It's dots. That's a Goryo, because a Goryo, the dots only work when the dots are only visible through the camera. Now, any dots can be visible through the camera, but you will also be able to see it while you're in the room. You would not need a camera to see the dots, but you would need a camera only to discover it's a Goryo. Obake. Let me be right. It's not an Obake. What is it? One of these. I thought it was an Obake. Yeah. So an Obake, had to make sure. So the Obake leaves very unique evidence. And what do I mean by that? Well, UV. If you are looking at a door and the UV has a handprint on it, and the handprint has 6 fingers, or if it's just not normal, guaranteed is an Obake, because an Obake leaves very unique traces of himself. He rarely leaves traces, but when he does, it's a no-brainer. Now, mind you, everything I'm telling you about, every one of these little, I'm telling you about, can all come down to being a mimic. Like I said, mimic is a copycat, but it's a very unpredictable copycat, because they don't know whether if it's violent, it's a mimic. It's going to copycat whatever it wants to copycat in that moment. So if you're playing nightmare mode or challenge mode and you die instantly, and you say, oh, that's a demon, or no, that's an Obake, or whatever based on whatever you just feel like hitting or what evidence you have. It could well could be a what, y'all? A mimic. Keep that in mind. The twins is very simple. The twins are one can be upstairs and the other one can be downstairs. So if you're experiencing And they're very aggressive. Usually they're aggressive. So if you're experiencing dots or whatever in one room and you're experiencing dots and stuff in another room, you do have roaming ghosts. You do have ghosts that do roam the area, but usually they don't roam too freaking far. So, yeah. Then there's the twins. That's the easiest thing I can put it. Now the shade has to be one of the most very annoying anomaly. I cannot talk, y'all. A freaking ghost or whatever. Because a shade is shy. It takes forever for them to do something. They are very shy. So the evidence, let's just say this, but if you have a ghost that is active as crap, is not a shade. Go ahead and mark the shade out, please. It's not a shade. Like I said, a shade is a very hard character because it's hard to get evidence on it. So go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and mark that baby out because they are very extremely shy. So yeah, something that I've realized, and I need to read up on it. A phantom, and I'm not sure if it's the peas, but a phantom that I've realized with playing this game, they can be very interactive. And you would, and Portuguese too, but in the sense everybody would assume Portuguese would be very interactive. It's a Portuguese. But a phantom, I can honestly say every time I have played against a phantom or tried to guess it, what it was, and it ended up being a phantom, they're very interactive. Like they'll like turn on lights, or they'll be throwing a bunch of stuff. Like they're just very interactive when it comes to a lot of stuff. So I'm not sure if it's just like Phantom isn't even its own category. Like most of these like Ghost or whatever can like there's a certain category you can put it in. But Phantom, no. So yeah. I'm trying to see before I go. And like I said, the Banshee is known to be the singing siren. Like, is known to single out its prey before clearing blow. So you will hear the Banshee. But it's like I said, it is also multiple different spirits that do sing. Something else appear about I think well let me see if I can. I don't think I can, but I know I can like show through the shop. Why isn't it not going to the shop? Let me see. There we go. So a parabolic microphone, yep, this thing right here. And so you can be able to hear sounds from far away, depending on which way you're looking. But you will definitely be able to hear a banshee screaming. Now, does that mean that you're gonna hear it screaming through the periodic microphone all the time? No, because I have not. But that is a weakness of it. Mayor does not like lights. They attack in the dark. They love the dark. So if you will constantly turn them lights on, it keeps turning it off and keep turning it off and keep turning it off and keep turning it off, and it seems like it's getting more agitated, and it's trying to hunt you more and more and more when you're in the dark. Guaranteed that well, I ain't gonna say guaranteed. Most likely, that's a mayor. A mayor does not like the light whatsoever. The mayor likes the darkness. Like I said, a lot of these ghosts or demons or whatever you want to call them, they have similarities. Like I said, they have very similarities. So don't fight me. If something is to happen, don't fight me, because I didn't do such a thing. Let me get my doggone salt back, cause I don't like that. And a motion sensor, so I don't know what else how to say that, but it being a motion sensor. Alright, y'all. Since I have more of my stuff, we finna hop up in here. Now this is a different level.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating. Nothing to report, but it looks like whoever was here left in a hurry.
Alright. Nothing to report. Alright, y'all. So we're gonna take this camera, then the tripod real quick. We're gonna take that crucifix, and then we'll take, and then I'm gonna show you all with the camera, with the photo camera. Okay. Did you just throw something? I think it may be this one again. Let's see something real quick. Okay. Is it back in that room again? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and grab these dots, ghost riding, and EMF 5. So once we get all our stuff in the rooms, then I'll really just be... Now, the lights are out. So once you get off of amateur... Okay. EMF 5, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I have not had an EMF 5 pop up that fast. That kind of little freaked me out a little bit. Alright, y'all. Alright, so I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna take the camera so I can show you guys what to do. So okay, ghost writing. UV. Okay, y'all see how we get that? Alright. So we got the UV. Okay, what else we need? Knocked over the camera. Okay. Definitely not a shade. Definitely not a shade. I'm gonna have to look at the. I'm gonna have to look at the thermometer. Let's see. Do I have motion sensor somewhere? Okay. Oh, let me grab this flashlight. If he coming in here or not. Alright, so let me look at this, see what this is. It's just a 2. Okay. So trying to see if I can find a bone or something of that sorts to take a picture of it. I mean, you all kind of already have the idea since, you know. Up here we go. Okay. So we're gonna go back. Not doing anything right now. So what does the spirit need? The spirit needs one of these need ghost orb on it. Spirit box. Okay, the mowling needs UV. Did we have UV? We did have UV. How could I forget? Alright. Now, if y'all want to try to get more money, you can. Like by doing these little objectives. Capture a ghost or reach sanity, reach 0, which is right here. I really want to try to get it to hunt me. I'm gonna put this motion sensor in there. This thing does not like me. I just feel like taking a picture of that. So it's kind of going slow, so I don't think I'm gonna really worry about it. I am gonna do something paid though. Or maybe I don't have to. There we go. I should have saved it. There we go. Okay. Alright, we can get out of here. We already know what it is. So yeah, y'all. That just started camp. Once you guys get used to that, y'all learn a lot more. But as y'all can see, we get a lot more money when we get this other extra stuff done. So yeah. If you guys like it, please hit that thumbs up. Please subscribe and please suggest more stuff, y'all. I want to hear y'all. I want to hear the suggestions. Anyway, y'all, I love y'all so much. Please stay blessed. Stay safe. Be peaceful always. Love y'all. Peace out.